Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to Thuggin' It Out. Thuggin' It Out is a platform where we create a safe space to acknowledge, experience, and overcome real life issues in a positive and healthy way. Happy New Year, y'all. 2024. Like, who knew that the new year would come so fast? I mean, like, we're in 2024, and I know I'm not the only one that back in the day when we were like kids, when you think of 2024, we all thought about some type of futuristic setting and that, like, oh my God, that's like non existent. But it's here. We're in it. We're alive. We well. And what can I say? 2024 is going to be lit. For one, your girl turned 30 this year. And yes, I know y'all probably like, girl, you've been saying it, but my birthday is 3 months away. And I'm turning 30, y'all. Can y'all believe that? Like, your girl is getting old. And guess what? Another milestone. My firstborn will be 13. Like, he will be a teenager. Like, what? Like, yes. So I'm very excited for 2024. And I know y'all did not, we're not just going to talk about my excitement for the new year, but we definitely about to get real because I'm not gonna lie, 2024 is, I know it's gonna be a very life changing year. I know it's gonna be a good year. I know it's gonna be a year that's one for the books. However, I've been seeing too many of people in too many situations that's been messy as hell, and it's only been it's only what, January 6th, and I see so many people carrying on the same toxic stuff, the same behavior, doing the same things going over into 2024. And I'ma just be the one that needs to tell y'all, stop playing with y'all life. Like, let's just be real here. It's time to stop playing. And I'm not saying like, no, you can't have fun. Like, it's no need to, enjoy life and to do what you want to do. But a lot of y'all are reckless as hell. A lot of y'all are lazy. We make excuses. We want to be the victim. We bring the same toxic behavior into the new year. And we being sad. We going out sad. Like, real sad. So that's why, starting off, let's get real. I know I've been playing with my life because your girl is basically overweight. I'm just gonna be the one to say it. Because in all honesty, I'm gonna be the one to, talk my shit, but I'm also gonna hold myself accountable and be transparent. I've been playing with my health. Your girl is like almost 200 pounds. Like, what? And I'm only 5'5". So yeah, like my podcast. I am not as consistent with my content. I'm not as consistent. And that's me sitting there being transparent and just being honest. Like, let's be real here. Stop playing with your life. Like, I sit there and I know I could be more. I know I could be doing more, but I'm not. So that's why I'm being the one that's gonna hold myself accountable and hold you accountable about stop playing with y'all lives. Cause I'm gonna stop playing too, because let's just be real about it. We've been fucking around. And I'm really trying to stop cursing. I'm really trying to turn over a new leaf, but there's no easy way to say this. We have been messing around. We have been acting like we have all the time in the world. We are acting like that fat meat ain't greasy, that our kids ain't getting older, that we getting older, and that like life has been life and we just been going along and just acting like it's nothing. So I feel that we all, me included, we all need to get real and stop playing with our lives because we on borrowed time. Like, for real. Time is not waiting on nobody. I don't know who needs to hear this, but time is not waiting on nobody. You get older, fatter, meaner, and uglier every time. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like, let's be real here. We've been playing, me included. We all have been playing, and we've been acting like life is not as fragile, and that life can be gone in a split second. So that's why I really want us all to stop playing, Like that's like the recurring thing for this episode. Stop playing with your life because time is not waiting on nobody. Like I just said earlier, I will be 30 this year, and majority of my peers are older than me, and that says a lot. Stop playing. Like, what are you playing for? Like, what? Let's just keep it a buck. What has playing in the street given you? I'll wait. Like, what has playing in the streets given you? Nothing. I'm sure I can stand on it. Nothing. What is popping? You know what? And twerking and being out in the streets all the time, day in, day out. What is that giving you? Nothing. And I can sit there and say nothing. And I'm not even just talking about the people that's out and about outside all the time. What is isolation giving you? Because there's a lot of people out there that think that just because they stay in a bubble, they stay inside their house, they not messing with nobody, that they okay. But you're not exempt either. If you in a house doing absolutely nothing, just letting time pass you by, it's a problem. Because isolation with nothing, when you just sitting around and just eating and just being like, okay, I don't talk to nobody, that's not being helpful. You're not getting anywhere. You're not making no progress. Only thing you're doing is wasting your time, because I don't know if y'all don't notice or not, but we are all on borrowed time. Every day that we wake up, that's a gift, because we might not wake up tomorrow. Like, don't nobody know when they gonna be called home to the Lord. Don't nobody know this. So I just find it crazy how so many people nowadays act like life is nothing. Like they just go on with a breeze. And I'm not sitting there saying to be uptight and just be a work, 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 work. But you gotta be productive doing something, because a lot of us ain't doing nothing, and a lot of us is just sitting around doing a bare minimum, having kids, fucking and sucking and just eating because yeah, and we ain't going nowhere. And another thing, what has ignoring your health done for you? Because I know a lot of people that they know that their body not right. They see the signs, they feel it. Your knees ain't the same, and your body is uptight. Your chest is hurt. You can't even walk up a flight of stairs without getting out of breath. But we just take these things and we just take it for granted, and we act like it's nothing, when we really need to buckle down to really get on our business and do what we're supposed to be doing, because we on borrowed time. And I'm gonna keep saying it because we've been playing. We all think that life is a joke, and that we all think that we got tomorrow, we got next year, we got this time. You know how many people that's dead that said that? And I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer, and I know I'm starting this off just really going at y'all, but we gotta hear it, because I feel like it's too many people that want to sweet talk and want to try to babyfy you and try to make it seem like you okay with doing nothing, when it's like, no, doing nothing is not okay. Being stagnant is not okay. Not being who you're really supposed to be is not okay. Being average, what is that? Like, huh? That's not okay. And I know I'm not saying that we all got to be these in shape and productive people that we out and about every day. Never. I'm never going to say that. But in order to really have peace, joy, and good health, you got to do something. You do. And I'm going to come for the people that think that, they like, oh, well, I do all that. But what has working all the time done for you too? Because y'all need to get called out too. You workaholics that think you're supposed to work, 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 and you have no time for family, no time for hobbies, no time to doing anything that you want to do. That's a problem as well. We got to have some type of balance. Balance is needed. We need to have fun. We need to have time for fun. We need time to handle our business. We need time to prioritize our health. And we need time to solidify our families and our circles, our friend circles, whatever that is. Some people don't have family, some people don't have friends, whatever that is. You got to balance it out. We got to come up with some type of something that is beneficial to us. Because what we doing now, me included, what we doing now is not working. We not. And a full transparent moment. Last year was the year that I was in isolation a lot. It was not by choice. I was forced into isolation, but in my isolation, I made sure that I did the work on myself. I did therapy. I was starting reading books and all type of stuff. I was sitting there dealing with people who I know wanted to deal with me. It was more so getting out of my own way, getting out of the norm and accepting things for what they was and finding ways to make things better. So that's what you have to do. I'm not sitting there saying that, oh, you got to do a 360. I'm saying that you have to make the step, because a lot of us are not doing nothing. A lot of us are just bumps on the logs, sitting on the couch, going outside, sitting there arguing with that same man or woman we've been arguing with for years, sitting there clinging on to our kids, knowing these kids, when they're 18, they're going to be gone. So what you going to do then? It's so many different scenarios, and I'm just making sure that ain't nobody exempt from this work. Nobody is exempt from this work, because we all got to do better, me included. And I swear to y'all, do not think that I got it together. I might be all positive and trying to tell y'all, trying to uplift y'all, but I don't have it all together. And I'm the same speech I'm giving to y'all, I get it myself all the time, because we are not meant to be living in lack, in this low vibrational, however you want to put it, in this standpoint. We do not supposed to be living lives where we're suffering, that we're unhappy, that we're sitting there struggling, that we're just simply surviving. No. And whoever said that, that's some BS. That is monkey ball bullshit right there. We don't supposed to be in these low levels. We don't supposed to be sitting there wondering how we supposed to rob Peter to pay Paul. No, we don't supposed to be like that. But the first step is that we got to be held accountable, because accountability is non-negotiable. And I know accountability is something hard that for a lot of people, it's something that a lot of people struggle with, but it's a non-negotiable. Hold yourselves accountable. Shit, hold me accountable. If I'm wrong and you sitting there saying, nah, Ken, you wrong. Hold me accountable. Be open when somebody try to hold you accountable, because we're human. We make mistakes. We will never always have it right, but accountability is the first step. You got to learn how to hold yourself accountable and hold others accountable. And that includes family, friends, and whoever. But really start holding yourself accountable. Like I said earlier, I'm damn near 200 pounds. Am I sitting there blaming my baby I just had 7 months ago? No. Because to be quite honest with y'all, like after my 6 weeks, I was down to my weight before I even had my baby. This weight came on from me sitting there in my own bad habits. I gained this little extra weight from sitting there eating Rolos and popcorn and chips and drinking pop. I did this to myself, and that's why I hold myself accountable. But I'm not going to sit here and blame my baby and say, oh, I'm this size because of my baby. No. And that's what's so easy for a lot of people. Oh, I'm in this position because of this person. I'm stuck right here because of this person. My mama did this. My daddy did this. I ain't got no family, this, that, and the third. I'm tired of hearing all that. That should have been left in 2023. We in a new year with new possibilities. Everybody get a brand new 24 hours every day. If you still in the same position you've been in, it's all because of you. It's not because of mama or daddy. It's not because your baby daddy left you. It's not because that friend backstabbed you. It's because of you. And I know it might be hard to hear, but I'm just going to keep it 100% honest with you. I'm giving you straight realness today, because we need to hear it. A lot of us, we hide behind the scars. We hide behind the situations. We hide behind all the unfortunate BS, and we think that just because that happened, that gives us an excuse. But I'm going to tell you right here, stop being a victim. Stop making excuses. Stop harboring things. Let it go. Like, let it go. Like, if that person hurt you, if that person did you wrong, if that person backstabbed you, let it go. I'm trying to tell you. I don't harbor anger or hurt from nobody no more. I trying to tell you, I let that shit go. And I'm telling y'all, you got to let it go. Because when you don't let it go, it all it do is just fill you with anger. And I'm trying to tell you, anger is the biggest killer. Stress, a big killer. You gotta learn how to let stuff go. And I ain't gonna lie, it's hard. I'm trying to tell you, last year for sure was a test of times for me. I went through things, I experienced things, I went through a lot of stuff that I never would thought I would go through, and it taught me a lot. It showed me, one, that I was stronger than I thought, but also it showed me that I could really be forgiven. And I know that's hard for a lot of people, but you have to forgive people for you. I say this all the time. Forgiveness is not for them. It's for you. You gotta forgive people. And guess what? Forgiveness does not mean re-entry. Forgiveness does not mean you're okay in their bad behavior. Forgiveness allows you to let the shit go so you can move forward. And if you decide you want to move forward with them, so be it. But if you don't, that's fine too. But you gotta let it go. Find ways to let things go. I'm trying to tell y'all, because once again, you gotta stop playing with your life. It's the reoccurring theme in this episode, bro. Like, you gotta let it go. And you have to be accountable. Like, I'm just gonna say it. You have to be accountable. Because I had saw this video, and basically in so many words, it came to the understanding that you are responsible for your own suffering. I know a lot of times we make it seem that the reason why we go through unfortunate situations and being messed up predicaments is because of somebody else doing. But a lot of times it's all on us. And that's a hard pill to swallow. It's a hard pill to swallow when you know you're the one making a bad decision. You the one that's going back. You the one that's allowing the disrespect. You the one that's treating you like crap. Because I'm just gonna say, if you dealing with a man or a woman that's not liking, loving, and appreciating you properly, it's because of you. Because nobody is gonna do anything that you don't allow. So if you're in a situation where a person is sitting there treating you bad, I do not mean to sound insensitive, but we all on straight realness today. It's you. Because at some point, you have to be held accountable. You have to gain responsibility for your own crap. The reason why you're suffering, the reason why you're in certain situations, the reason why you keep going through the same door is because you keep choosing that. You keep allowing that. And that's nobody's fault. I'm not saying it's right. I'm never okay in bad behavior. I'm never okay for somebody to treat you like crap. But if you allow it, what you expect? I'm just gonna keep it real with you. If somebody is not appreciating you, regardless if that's a man, a woman, a friend, a romantic relationship, or even a job, because baby, y'all know I'm the queen of F them jobs. The queen. I am a firm believer. Don't stay there for long. Like, what? They want to play with you, leave. Quit. And don't give it 2 weeks notice. I'm sorry. What are you giving them 2 weeks for? They gonna give you 2 weeks. So if something is not serving you right, if something is not giving you the love, the type of attention, the energy you deserve, you have to leave. Because once you get to that point where when it's draining, when it's to the point where everybody is taken from you and you feeling in a way that it hurts and that you're just, oh my God, I hate it here, it's only you that can get you out of that. So stop looking for someone to save you. Only person that can save you is God, and that's between you and him. I mean, I could pray for you, but I mean, that's between you and him. So be accountable. Like, legit, be accountable. Learn how to hold yourself accountable. Because once again, we're human. We make mistakes. We gonna make the wrong one a lot. I'm constantly learning. I'm constantly falling and picking myself up. I'm learning by trial and error. That's a part of life. That's something that we all gonna take. That's something that we all gonna go through, and that's something that's not avoidable. However, repeating the same BS and feeling the same way over and over again and being in the same position for years, that is a choice. And it just dawned on me. I'm gonna be the one to say it because I feel like a lot of times in our Black communities, we don't want to say it, but love should not hurt. And this is definitely a tangent, but love don't hurt. And I know we have learned and we have been conditioned to think that you're supposed to thug something out, that you're supposed to weather the storm, and that as things get tough, you're supposed to stick it out, which is, yes, in a way, a part of a relationship, but it's certain things. Like, okay, financial, things, that's something you can weather a storm. But if a person is disrespecting you consistently, that's not something that you're supposed to weather. Somebody's cheating on you, that's not a storm you're supposed to weather. Y'all already know your girl has been back in the Bible. And one of my favorite things that I took from the Bible is that you never supposed to help anybody with you're supposed to help people only with their burdens. But everybody else is supposed to carry their own load. Let that sink in. You only help people with their burdens. And everyone's supposed to carry their own load. So when I say weather the storm, it's things that they have no control over. Okay, they lost their job, no control. Their dog died, no control. Family member died, no control. But if you cheating on me and whipping my ass and sitting there disrespecting me day in and day out, oh no, that's not a load I'm taking. So you could go about your business and I'll go about mine. I don't see why that's so hard. I don't see why it's hard. If y'all know why that's hard, let me know in the comments because I don't know. And I am not trying to sound like an asshole, and I'm not trying to sound like I'm insensitive. But the theme of this episode is straight realness. I'm telling you guys what y'all need to hear, or somebody need to hear. Because y'all been playing, me included. We've been playing and we getting too old for it. We are in our 30s. We're not kids no more. Our kids will be grown in a matter of 10 years or less. While we still playing around, we still thinking that we supposed to be twerking on headlights. We think that we still supposed to be messing with Tom, Dick, and Harry or Keisha, Lysandra, and Destiny. No. And I'm not sitting there saying that you got to settle down because I know the dating market is trash. But I'm telling you, you got to pick a side. And I'm not saying that you should not enjoy your life, do this and the third, but every weekend, like I'm going to be the one to say, you got to go outside every weekend. You got to be in somebody's club every weekend. You got to go to happy hour and all this. You got to be on every day you in somebody's bar. Like, no, at some point you're crying for help. If you got to drink and smoke every day and to have fun, that's a problem. Seek help. But that stuff y'all don't want to hear. That stuff people don't want to say. But I'm going to say it because I ain't playing with y'all. And I really want everybody to stop playing with your life because we are all on borrowed time. I don't know. I don't know if y'all saw what's going on in Miami about that whatever thing was there, or about the stuff that's going on in Palestine, or all the different crazy stuff that happens every week right here where we live in the United States. I don't know what y'all got to see or what y'all got to experience to know that The times are getting a little scary. Life is continuously moving. The clock don't stop. So why are you sitting around playing? Let me know that. Why do we play so much? Why are we prolonging things? And I'm not, once again, because I don't want nobody to run and say, like, oh, I don't want nobody to have fun and I don't want nobody to be this. You can have fun, but I feel like as you age and as you progress and get to different phases and different levels, your fun should progress too. You should find a hobby. Like, what the hell is wrong with a hobby? Why is it that we only want to go to brunch and fucking the club? Or have these crazy sleepovers where we doing the same thing, everybody popping their ass and drinking, and it's like, where is the difference? Like, we don't know how to have fun no more. I mean, that's what it is. We don't know how to have fun no more. But I'm being 100% frank. It's not worth it, and the clock is still ticking. You do not want to be the one that's 40 and 50 still trying to get that shit together. Well, your kids gonna bypass you. No, that's not the way it's supposed to be. Now, I mean, if that's your path, then so be it. But that's not what it's supposed to give at all. And have y'all recognized that time, that the clock does not stop? Your girl is going to be 30 this year, and I'm gonna keep saying it because it is surreal. Surreal. I felt like I was just in high school. I felt like I was just a little kid years ago, and now my son is 13. My son is going to be in 8th grade next year. My daughter is going to be in kindergarten. I'm going to have a 1-year-old. Like, what? That's proof that the clock don't stop. It's not stopping for nobody. And that's why it's imperative that we stop playing with our lives. I'm going to say it 3 times. Stop playing with your life. Stop effing playing with your life. Because the clock ain't stopping. I just want y'all to take a minute and just think about what you accomplished at whatever age you is. I know some people who ain't playing with their lives, they accomplished a lot. They didn't went across the country. They didn't did all type. They didn't live so many different lives and within their life. Then some of us, we ain't got nothing to show for it. Nothing but kids. I'm gonna be the one to say it. Ain't nobody got nothing to show for it but kids. And our kids ain't even happy and healthy. That's a problem. It's a problem. And I am not saying this to be judgmental. I'm consistently say that too, because I am not coming from a judgmental space. I am coming from a place of love. A place of, I just want y'all to really be real with yourselves and get real about life. Because something has to give. Something has to shake. And something has to change. And it starts with you. It starts with you. Mama can't help you. Daddy can't help you. The kids can't help you. And I'm going to tell you straight up, money can't help you. Because I know a lot of times people think that all I need is the money and I can be happy. But getting the money does not help you. I'm just going to be the one to tell y'all that. Because a lot of people think that it's just because I'm broke. It's just because I'm broke. It's just because I ain't got this. That don't matter. You got to get right here in your heart, in your mind. You got to get your soul right. And I'm going to need for y'all to start down. Let's start with the mind. A lot of us are not mentally well. I'm going to just say that. A lot of us are not mentally well, and a lot of us need some type of professional help. And I'm just going to be the one to say it's nothing wrong with seeking professional help. Seeking professional help can push you forward, and it can stop you from being in the same position you've been in. It will assist you and stop playing with your life. So go seek professional help. That could be therapy. That could be you actually needing meds, and seeing a psychiatrist. Or that can mean you getting right with God or whatever. But I'm just gonna say this shit straight. Get your mind right. Because if your mind ain't right, your body not gonna be right, your heart ain't gonna be right, your soul ain't gonna be right. Because your mind controls everything. You might think it's, your body is really your mind. Heal your mind. Go get help. Because I know a lot of us be battling a lot of shit. A lot of us been through a lot of shit. A lot of us have been traumatized majority of our lives. And a lot of us need the professional help. And there's nothing wrong with that. Most recently, my therapist broke up with me because that lady moved across the country. So I'm waiting her to get her life together where she moved at. But that's been a struggle. But therapy in general has been something that has saved my life. I went from being depressed and damn ready to kill myself to a place where I learn different skills. I get to a place where I learn boundaries. I learned how to hold myself accountable. I learned these different skills to help my life move forward. So go seek the help. Men too. Like I got some planned for the men in the near future. And I know a lot of men, I'm just gonna say it, y'all act like y'all so tough and y'all act like y'all got, y'all ain't nothing wrong with y'all, but in reality it is. And it's okay for you to seek help too. It's okay for you to be vulnerable. It's okay for you to go sit there and talk to somebody and tell them what you're struggling about. It's okay to struggle as a man. But the only thing you need to do is go get it addressed. Go get the help. And I know it's easier said than done, but men especially, go find you some mental help. Like go talk to a therapist. And a person that's been in therapy for some years now, I'm just gonna keep it straight. It's a trial and error. The first therapist you may talk to will not be the therapist that is for you. I went through about 3 therapists before I got to my person. And like I said, she just broke up with me. So I'm back on the market looking for another therapist. But therapy is a trial and error, but it works. And I know a lot of people be scared because you be thinking that somebody might judge you. But that's why it's important that you find your person, because it's somebody out there that will help you get through the shit and give you what you need. So find your person, go get the help to get your mind right. Okay? Okay. Next, your heart. You got to get your hearts together, y'all. I know a lot of us feel like we have been broken down. We feel like we scared to love people. We done been hurt. We've been stabbed in our backs. We've been treated bad. We've been getting the short end of the stick. And for that, we act like our heart is broken. And I'm going to tell you to stop playing with your life. You got to heal your heart. Put your heart back together. Do the work. Put your heart back together. And take some accountability here, because I'm not going to sit there and say that the person is right for breaking your heart. But there is a chance that you allowed them to break your heart. So learn how to fix your heart, put it back together, and then learn how to guard your heart. Because that's something I learned in the Bible. I did not know that in the Bible it tells you to guard your heart at all costs. But it really makes sense if you really think about it. Your heart is, a lot of people, their heart controls them. Their mind ain't got nothing to do. It's what the heart wants. Like that saying, it's what the heart wants. A lot of times, our heart dictates what we do. Our hearts dictate our life. So that's why it's important that you guard your heart. So once you fix your heart, make sure that you learn how to guard it. And when I say guard it, I'm not sitting there saying lock it up and put it behind a electric fence. I'm saying guard it, where if somebody try to throw daggers at it, it's blocked. But also it's still open, that you're open to new relationships. You're open to new people, to situations, to new opportunities. So that's why it's guard your heart, not hide your heart. But you got to get your hearts together. You got to learn how to love people, even if it's from a distance. That is one of my recurring things for a lot of people. I love people, but at the moment, I'm just loving them from a distance. And that's okay. But don't allow people, situations, or experiences mess up your heart, because your heart is what's really make you human. Love is something that you need. Everybody needs love. It could be from your kids, it could be from a friend, it could be from relationships, it could just be love of life. Everybody has to have love, and that's why it's important that you heal and put your heart back together. I'm sorry, y'all. Kids. But like I was saying, guard your heart and heal your heart and learn how to still love like you never been hurt, because that's important too. I'm going to say it again. Learn how to love like you never been hurt, because I get it. As you get older, you start to reflect and you see everything you've been through, and you be like, dang, I've been through some shit. I have been hurt. I have been this. I have been that. But that just shows that you're human. And how you were in those situations before you got hurt, you should be like that all the time, forever. So fix your heart. Get your heart together. Because like I said, that's what makes you human. You cannot go through life thinking that you could be some heartless ass person and go no places. Because if you really want to succeed, you really want to have successful relationships, you really want to crush your goals and become whoever you want to be, it starts with love, and your heart got to be right. So put your heart back together and learn how to guard it. And the last thing I'm going to need, well, not last thing, I'm going to say the third thing, because I got one more after this, will be your soul. Like, y'all need to be getting y'all souls together. And whatever you might believe in, it could be God or Allah or whatever people believe in now. But get your soul right. Because we on borrowed time. You could be here today and gone tomorrow. And you got to make sure you good with your maker. So get your soul in order. And that's just what it is. Because there is something after this life. So I want y'all to make sure that y'all souls are in order. So if that's you confessing to God, that's you sitting there getting right with your maker, your ancestors, the most highest, Allah, whoever. But get right, get your soul right. Because we on borrowed time, we in scary times, and you can be here today and gone tomorrow. And I'm not saying it to make you scare or anything, but I'm just saying it as a fact. Get your soul right. Know where your soul gonna go when you leave this life. Personally, for me, I am a child of God. I know for certain this time right here, I'm on borrowed time. And I talk to my maker every day, and I got my soul right a long time ago. And whenever he decides to get me and take me home, I know where I'm going. So I'm gonna need for y'all to have that same type of confidence to know where you're going. So get your soul right. And last but not least, start now. Like, I'm not even on no new year, new me BS or New Year's resolution. I'm telling you, start now. And it don't have to be nothing big or extravagant. If you know you want to lose weight, start doing things to help you lose weight. Me personally, like I told y'all earlier, your girl is down at 200 pounds. And that's a no-go for me. My goal is to lose about 20 pounds for my birthday. Is that realistic? I don't know. Am I going to try? Absolutely. But I mean, that is the goal. I want to get this stomach and this double chin down by the time my 30th birthday comes. So what have I been doing? I have been working out at least 30 minutes every day. I have been bought a juicer the other day. I have bought fruits, and I'm sitting there looking up meal plans, and I'm trying to make the steps to get to where I want to go. And that's why I'm saying start now. Because I'm not the person I practice what I preach. Start now. And it's not a guarantee that I'm going to be, skinny in my ideal way by then. But I know that I'm going to try. And I might mess up because yesterday, I worked out yesterday, and then before bed, I had popcorn, some Doritos, and dill pickle chips, and some salted vinegar chips all mixed up in my popcorn before I went to bed yesterday. Did I supposed to do that? Absolutely not. But that shit was good as hell. And it was a time where I just looked at it like, you know what? I'm gonna enjoy this, but then tomorrow I'm gonna do better. And today, y'all, I didn't have no meat. No meat at all. And I'm trying to tell you, I had fruit for breakfast, and I didn't sat there and ate a plant-based dinner, and I've been drinking water all day. So that's me making up for me falling down yesterday. So I'm saying this to encourage you that you're not gonna always get it right. You might start today and fuck up today too. But the thing that's most important is that you keep going. You don't let your fall, you don't let the scrape, you don't let the mess up stop you from trying again. Start. You might fail. Okay. Take your L. And then figure out where you need to go to move forward. Figure out how you're going to change and start over. I don't know why people act like it's so hard to start over. Starting over is just a new beginning. If you don't want to be who you are, change it. You don't like the way you look, change it. You don't like that in a house all the time, change that. You don't like that you don't have no friends, change it. But with the change, you have to be open to it. And that's something that we struggle with too. A lot of us are so closed-minded that we write stuff out before we even try it. And I know earlier when I was sitting there saying about therapy, I know a lot of y'all was probably like, "No, I'm not taking therapy, man, F that." But you might need it. Like, it might help you. Because if we really be real, what we're doing is not working. You sitting there acting like everything's okay, not working. You sitting there acting like, you could continuously live the way you living, not working. So some gotta give. And I'm gonna tell you, it starts with you. If you want your life to change, you are the one to change it. If you don't want to be that no more, you have to change. And I know change is scary. I know you don't want to look like you the one that switched up. But sometimes it's necessary. You gonna have to switch up. You gonna have to sit there and do something different. So I just really want y'all to stop playing with your life. Stop playing with your life. Because life is precious. Like they say, the present is a gift. You will not have this day ever again. Whatever you did today, you will never have today again. Let that sink in. Today, you will never ever have it again. Yesterday will never happen again. It's gone. And maybe if you start looking at life that way, maybe you will be more intentional. Maybe you'll be more for real. Maybe you'll see that you got to stop playing with your life. Stop playing with your life. Because you might not have it tomorrow. And I pray that we all wake up tomorrow. I know that might sound something, but you might not. You don't know if we don't never know when God gonna come back. He might decide tomorrow he gonna come back, and then what? What you gonna do then? And then if he come back tomorrow, it's really gonna be because he gonna be looking at you like you ain't did nothing with the time I gave you. That's me paraphrasing. I think that's how it might go. I don't know. But for real though, we gotta stop playing. And I'm not trying to push religion on anybody, but you gotta get right with your maker. When I say save your soul, you gotta figure out where your soul going. Because if you don't, I don't know. I'm just gonna say I don't know. But people, my fellow peers, my peoples, my family, my friends. We got to stop playing. We have to really stop playing. Okay? And I'm going to just end it real quick. Y'all already know. Tomorrow is Talk of the Family Sunday. Gonna be back for season 2, so make sure y'all tune in and tell a friend and tell a friend tomorrow at 5 p.m. on YouTube Live. Of course, I will link it. And next week, the Motherhood panel. We're gonna be back, and I got the ladies coming back, and we're gonna get into some things. But today I had to get y'all together about not playing with y'all lives. And I know some of y'all still gonna play because y'all don't want to be saved. And what J. Cole say? Can't save her. She don't want to be saved. I'm cool with that. But I know it is some people out here that needed to hear that. They needed that affirmation to stop playing with yourself. Like, I'm that person on your shoulder, that person in the back of your head. I'm telling you right now, stop playing with your life. Get serious. Get to work. And I'm just going to take a minute to encourage y'all for a second. You know how many people I talk to all the time and they say, oh, I want to go back to school. Oh, I want to start YouTubing. I want to start blogging. I want to start, I want to open this business. I want to do this. I want to do that. Why y'all ain't start yet? Why haven't y'all start? I'm going to be the person. Just start. It's somebody out here that's going to support you. I will support you. Just like y'all support me, I'm going to support y'all. Just start. And yes, people might not see it or believe it in the beginning. So what? Just do it. If that's on your heart, if that's what God told you to do, if that's what you know your purpose if that's where your gift is at, do it. Stop playing with you, man. Because I know a lot of us, we talk about how people mess us over, but I'm going to be the one to say it. A lot of us fuck ourselves. A lot of us play with ourselves. We are the ones that's contributing to our own unhappiness. We are the ones that's making us suffer. We are the ones that's cutting our legs off before we even stand up. It's us. And I'm going to tell you right now, stop the self-sabotage. Yeah, you. Stop it. Stop procrastinating. Get to work. Okay? Get to work. Start putting in the work. Just start. And like I said, if ain't nobody else supporting you or giving you what you need, hit me up. Because yes, I be having my own shit going on, but I am the person that will always cheer for you. I cheer for everybody. Like, I am the person that will definitely give you like the motivational speech. I think I should be a motivational speaker personally. But get to work. Like, start now. Whatever you got going on, you better start putting in the work now. You want to work out? Put on a YouTube video. Do some damn jumping jacks, sit-ups, whatever. You want to start vlogging? Start vlogging with a phone. Like, you do not need all the equipment. You don't need all the extra stuff. You want to go back to school? Sign up for classes. If you want to start that business, start writing a business plan. Because I ain't going to just tell you start the damn business. A lot of us, y'all know a lot of people, especially our people, we're not business savvy. So I'm going to tell you, make the business plan. I'm not just going to say start the business. Make the business plan. And if y'all don't know what that is, you talking about starting a business, that means you need to go do some damn research and figure out how to write a business plan. But before you start that business, make the business plan. That's what you could do. Go back to school. Work out. Start eating better. Stop cursing. Stop drinking. Go cold turkey. Telling y'all, stop playing with y'all life. That was just on my spirit for this week. We started thugging it out with a bang. And this month of January, the topic is mindfulness. Every week, we will have something sit around mindfulness. And next Saturday will be the Motherhood panel. And our topic will be centered around mindfulness. Because we getting our heads right. 2024 will be a hell of a year. I feel it. I know it's going to be a good year. It's filled with blessings. It's going to be filled with good fortune. And it's going to be filled with more life. But you got to start now. It ain't just going to fall in your lap. It's nothing going to be handed to you. Nothing is going to fall out the sky. It takes work. So start putting in the work now and stop playing with your life. I'm going to say it again. Stop playing with your life. Okay? Okay. I love y'all. As always, make sure you go like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel and personally like this video. And tell a friend and tell a friend. As always, I need y'all to be grateful, be thankful, be blessed, but most importantly, keep thugging it out. Peace.